I'm Katie Ebbage, and I'm the Executive Director of Solid Strides. If you want to look at an orchestra, a choir, an elite softball team, whatever the case may be, you really have to think about where did those people start? And those foundational skills, they were achieved somewhere, and somebody had to teach those skills. And those are programs like ours. For folks who can't afford to get in the front door, how are they ever supposed to become who they can be or experience the benefits of a life with horses if they can't even show up on the property? We find that providing some financial support and reducing those barriers, as well as being intentionally inclusive and inviting folks to participate in our programs, has meant that we are able to meet a significant number of students who would not otherwise have the chance to experience a life with horses. Really essential for us to tap into the equestrian community who knows that by having exposure to horses, that we have more and more opportunity to build humans with centered minds, with work ethic, with an understanding of how to be a strong leader, a fair leader, and who have a community of support outside of school and outside of the home that they can rely on to build their future in whatever endeavor they choose. Solid Strides had a really exciting 2022. We grew pretty tremendously, practically doubling our students for our summer programs. We expanded our summer program offerings, going beyond our original intro camps and BIPOC camps, adding an intermediate camp series and bringing in a summertime intern in partnership with Connected Lane County, another local community organization in our area. We're thrilled to say that some of our intermediate students have progressed to the point where they're able to participate in our greater equestrian community. We have several who volunteered at local events, learning how to support a dressage show. We took kids to a USDF event for young riders up in the Portland area, a couple hours away, where they could audit some advanced young riders in a clinic with George Williams. We have also had one student who was ready and prepared to enter a dressage schooling show, and she was very well supported by our other intermediate students. We're looking forward to partnering with Twin Rivers chapter of the Oregon Dressage Society further to support them in their series of recognized competitions they're hosting this summer. We're working to create a progressive pathway for our riders from beginner through intermediate and into the competitive arena. So far, we've just explored that with dressage, but we have students very interested in jumping, and we'll be moving that direction with them as well. With such a strong response from our original summer programs and into the fall, we knew we really had to work hard to build a foundation for this program, as the community was indicating to us it really needed to exist. And as we moved into our summer programs, it's been very meaningful for us to have the support of a USCF Opportunity Fund grant. It validates our mission, it validates our need to exist, and having support from the horse community at large is really significant to us, personally, professionally, and as an organization. We brought on an administrative support team and our assistant program coordinator, Chris Dunn. She's a very experienced horsewoman, lifelong, has faced some of the same barriers that our students do, and she's done a really exceptional job of helping us with some behind-the-scenes tasks that take us out of the barn and really require us to sit down and focus. In addition, we hired an excellent new instructor, Julie Voss, who's been managing our lesson program and teaching our 20 hours of student time each and every week, as well as supporting our horses and being our herd manager. Going forward, Solid Strides plans to continue our existing programs, add additional opportunities for our intermediate students. We hope to bring on a summer intern again this year. Our summer camp programs just went live, and we're already getting registrations as of an hour ago. And things are busy around here, and they're growing. We've had requests from the community on both sides of an equine facilitated learning program. We get asked all the time if we do equine therapy, and we don't, but we would love to. We've had referrals from actually medical professionals, from therapists. We've had people show up who are wanting to provide these services as equine facilitated learning professionals. And we've also had requests for this service from the community at large. So a lot of our fundraising this summer has been in the efforts to fund that sort of a program. It's important that we not overdo the riding aspect with our horses. We want to make sure that they remain happy and healthy and have longevity. And adding an equine facilitated learning program will not only meet the needs of our community, but it will also add a really essential second level of revenue for the program that doesn't require our horses to have more physically demanding work. Support from the United States Equestrian Federation, both the Community Outreach Program and the Opportunity Fund, is really essential for programs like ours. It signals to the world, to the community here locally, and to our national equestrian community that programs with a little bit of a different focus are important too. We always talk about how the grassroots are the base of our equestrian community in the country, and it's important to start that at the very beginning with programs like ours, reaching a different population, catering to beginner and intermediate students, and developing riders for the competition ring should they so choose. We know that it's not flashy, but we also know that the person who taught us to post to the trot and figure out our canter leads, those are the people who really laid the foundation for us and who allowed us to enter the horse world safely, with support, with good guidance, and those positive habits that allow us